course, keep asking is, are we headed towards a recession? I realize there's a lot of debate about the technicalities of that, but what we heard from Jay Powell today, does that shift your expectation at all?
Well, I had a 45% probability of a recession over the next 12 months, so my position won't change. No recession this year, but the economy could plausibly fall off the cliff next year. Look, 2023.
What do you mean when you say fall off the cliff?
So when the U.S. economy goes into recession, it's not a big battleship. It doesn't turn slowly. It tends to fall off a cliff, right? So we clearly aren't seeing those conditions. Next week, you're probably going to see a jobs report that generates around 400,000 new jobs. So we're clearly not there.
All right, team. You heard it for yourself. The experts are saying the economy is going off a cliff. I am your coach, Ruben Avalos, aka known as Coach Avalos, and I will bring you a little bit more about what's going on from last week and what's coming this week. So, like you've heard, there's going to be employment numbers coming. Is that going to affect the market? Probably. But I want to show you guys something here today. And I want to make sure that you understand, no matter what you hear, okay, from this man here, technical analysis is already showing that the market was going to drop. Okay. Now, did he help it drop a little bit faster? Absolutely. Right. People will panic and people will do what they do and they will make decisions. Okay. So what we have going on right now, and let me go to the charts, is let's start with Melly. Melly, you guys know, is my favorite, but we have a few things going on with all the stocks, which is kind of the same, right? The market started rallying up a little bit, and you can see here we even have a green candle on the daily, and it was going here. But if you look closely, we have bear flag. Okay, bear flag was forming, and then Melly dropped to 878. Okay, and this is your volume profile, and if you look at your shelves, okay, you can see the gaps that we have in between some of the shelves, and I want you to pay attention to that when I go through the rest of this video with the other stocks. Okay, this gap here, Melly could drop really fast down to about 825. Okay, so keep an eye out on your stocks. I'm going to go to SPX. SPX fell $141. That is 3.37%. Same thing here, but I'm going to explain a little bit more with SPX. If you study your technical analysis, you see that it was in a ascending wedge. And then you can also see a bear flag was forming here, right? If you go over to the 4 hour, you'll definitely see it. But then on the volume profile, we can see there's a big gap here, and it's already headed that way. I think it goes to 3,800, possibly more, because it needs to correct itself. Okay, this and many other stocks have been way overbought, and you have to keep an eye on that whenever something is overbought. Okay, if you look at your RSI, you see it made it up to about 74, and now it's headed down. Now, your RSI can pop up a little bit, and let me show you if you're playing on the daily. Okay, your RSI, once it's up here, okay, it's way oversold. Okay, so, but you see the little bend there and try to make a run up. Okay, or you could see bends here as it come up, then it comes down, back up, and then it made another run. It came up here. So, but once it turns, or once it's up here, you know it's got to come down. At some point, it's going down. And so there we are. When we go through the rest of the charts, you'll see the same thing. Bear flag or an ascending wedge. You're going to see gaps in your stocks, your favorite stocks you love playing. Tesla, same thing. It's at the bottom of this regression channel. You have your gap, and potentially it could start falling down. So remember, Tesla has been split 3-to-1. So reason is not 900 because it went through a split the other day. Apple, your next stock, it's already out of the regression channel. It's headed on its way down. It's already under some support shelves here on the VPVR, your volume profile. Okay, and it's got a gap. Okay, keep an eye on that if you're playing Apple. Same thing with Amazon. Amazon was in an ascending wedge. It has the actual bear flag going on, and now it broke that, and it also broke the previous support on the way up, and it's got a big gap here. Okay, we got Microsoft. Microsoft is same thing. If you look at, it's got some gaps going on. It's already broke resistance or support. I'm sorry. So all the stocks are doing the same thing. The market is going down, so be careful. And here we have Google. I had drawn a little support line there when I was watching Google the other day, and you can see it broke this little support line, and now it's got the same thing going on like the rest of the stocks. So we look at the daily. Okay, this was a support shelf, and now Google is falling slowly. Might have some support at 108, but if it doesn't, it'll continue to go down. Okay, so keep an eye on your stocks and learn TradingView. Okay, if you need help, okay, bullringtrading.com. Go to the bottom, enter your email. I will hook you up. You will come into our private Telegram group, and I will teach you one-on-one all this stuff, and I'll teach you how to use TradingView. But TradingView has so many great indicators that can help. For example, here in SPY, you see the same thing, gap, potential bear flag was forming. You have the ascending wedge like we were talking about with the other stocks, right? So that's a big sign there. Tells me potentially this thing's going to go down, which it did. Now, how do I know how long? Well, here, let's look at our TD sequential. On our TD sequential, SPY is on number 6. So that means it could run another 3 days down. So, but again, if you don't understand technical analysis and you want to learn, click on the link below. I've got a free link. Why not try it for 30 days? You need a one-on-one session, I got you. That'll be included. I can call you. We can do a live session, one-on-one. We'll use TradingView. We'll use your TradingView, whatever you'd like. Okay. One more thing I want to cover with you guys here, and that's Bitcoin, right? A lot of people have been DMing me, and they want me to keep an eye on Bitcoin. So here's a better way to explain it to you so you understand what's going on with Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin, if you look at the daily, it's a little hard to understand, but the weekly will give you a better understanding. You can see that it's been in a downtrend, okay? And then it found support and it started going up, but this was an actual bear flag. So now you got your bear flag, and of course it fell. How far down is it going to go? Okay, if you ask me, maybe 10,007. Other people are predicting 3,800. For now, if I take my bear flag and I measure from here to here and then measure it from the drop, or we can say here's where the bear flag started, and I take that and I go down, it's probably about 10,000, 10,700. But you know, Bitcoin has a lot of popularity, so it's going to take a while, but definitely in a downtrend. I would not use this time as an entry point. You can see Bitcoin is, wow, it fell under 20,000 now, so it's at 19.9. So be careful with these. And again, if you find value in these videos, do me a favor and hit the thumbs up and subscribe, and then share this with a friend. Send them the link. You can copy and share, and just tell them about Bitcoin. You know, a lot of people love Bitcoin, and they're getting into it, so just let them know. Don't get into it now, and share this video with them. So, guys, I hope this helps. And remember, tomorrow, my opinion, market is probably going to continue to go down. If you get confused, don't get in. Okay, paper trade it. Okay, paper trade. Do not use your own money. Okay, if you do, it's going to be potentially a bad day for you if you don't have experience with these types of markets. So I hope this helps. If you need any help, again, you can join the Telegram group and just send me a DM and I'll be glad to answer any questions. All right. I hope you have a green week. And again, any questions, feel free to drop it in the comments here or join the Telegram group. See you guys.